in this great country. I'm glad to announce to you today that the college is 70 years old. You might wonder what to say to someone who is celebrating his 70th anniversary. It will not be wrong if you say, have a nice day. He, having exhausted the biblical 70 years. But the story of this great institution is brighter, and it is a testimonial that we have concentrated. We have not only concentrated on some other things that are distracting us, but on the things that are truly important by investing in human capital, infrastructure, and at this time we want to roll out our drums to say thank you to all of you, and of course to our God for keeping Yaba College of Technology to this day. It has not been easy. I will call the story of Yabatech the good, the bad, and the ugly, because you know what it means when you are the first. The first is still the best, but I want to let you know that the beginning, the best is yet to come after the 70th anniversary. For Yaba College of Technology, it has been a long, tortuous journey through rough winds and swelling tides. It is not in vain that other institutions look with reference in the direction of the college as a partner. Several programs are lined up for the anniversary proper. We are going to start the program with the Jumat service tomorrow. The Jumat service is going to take place tomorrow at the college mosque. The commendation service will be held at the college chapel on Sunday by 4 p.m. And then the commencement of week-long exhibition. The venue is Yusuf Rilo Art Complex on Monday. Council members will also be there. Then the Alumni Association, we have the 70th anniversary National Workshop by Alumni Association will be held at National Theater by 9 a.m. on Tuesday. The Convocation lecture is going to be on Wednesday, October 18th. That is, the topic of the lecture is Repositioning Science and Technological Education in Nigeria for Global Relevance. The graduation ceremony is going to be on Thursday at the Convocation ground, that is the College Sports Pavilion, at 10 a.m. On Friday is going to be the novelty football match and the Canada night. I want to appreciate all of you for what you have done for us in the past, what you are still doing, and what you are still going to do. It is not easy for Yabatech to be here. The lecturer for the Convocation lecture is Dr. Emeka Epu of the University of Lagos. As we all know, looking at the topic, repositioning science and technological education in Nigeria for global relevance. The world has become a global village, and technological changes are occurring at a very rapid rate, driven by international competition and business survival. Science and technology education delivery must also become dynamic in order to meet the needs of the rapidly changing world. The Convocation lecture will address comprehensively the need to reposition science and technology in order to meet the emerging challenges. During this anniversary, we'll have the benefit of listening to step-by-step reportage of the program through our new baby, Radio Yaba College of Technology, the voice of technology, on FM 2943. It is located at the seventh-story building on the 6th floor. This signals the beginning of another effort for the college at another effort. Of course, you all know that as we are here today, the UNESCO Universe Center for Sustainable Development is also covering this event, and you can watch it online anywhere you are in the world. Gentlemen of the press, many of you who have been following the trend will know that you know the history, you know the good, the bad, and the ugly. It has not been easy, but we have been managing the boat. We have been rocking the boat. So many people have been moving, and they have been doing all sorts. We have gone to so many areas, but we thank God that we are standing here today. And I'm so happy that this is my 8th, I'll be 8 years as the rector of this great institution. By December 9, 2017, I give God all the glory, and I want to thank all of you for your support, because it has not been easy. Like I said to the head of PR, I said when I started this journey, I said something. I said that if everybody would walk the way our press, the way they put in their effort to ensure that they deliver what is right, then commitment is going to be the main thing for anybody in service. So I want to appreciate you because we are all committed. Sometimes we will disagree to agree, but when we don't disagree to agree, we can never be friends. So I appreciate all of you for what you have done for me in the past. And that is why I'm so happy for today that Yabatech is 70. You will have another convocation ceremony coming up. And at the end of the day, the institution is still standing great. And we are still moving. You can all see that we still have challenges. We have so many things that we need to do. Our road is bad, but then everything will be fixed. Administration is continuous. It has been a long walk through a challenging environment, but God has seen us through all these things. I cannot but thank my colleagues, of course the principal officers, my 3 unions. It has not been easy, the entire management, the staff and students of this great institution that of course named me and gave me another name, Antikudi. I love all of them. The Alumni Association and all Nigerians for their love for this great institution. Once more, my profound appreciation goes to you, gentlemen of the press, for your relentless cooperation and support through the journey. Thank you all, and God bless all of you. And God bless our great country. Nigeria will continue to move forward by the grace of God. Thank you very much.
The Oracle has spoken. 70th anniversary convocation. And before we go into the question and answer session, we want to acknowledge the presence of partners, the Williams Agency. Please kindly give them a round of applause. They have been very supportive and they are creative. The rector has spoken, and gentlemen of the press, if you have questions, because I know that journalists are trained to ask questions, if you have questions, you kindly raise up your hand. When you are identified, you tell us your name and the medium you represent. Mrs. Kikelomo Ifekoya.
Good morning again, Mrs. Rector. Congratulations. Your speech is more of a valedictory one, and I was whispering to my colleague, I've never seen you spoken to. It's like you're in a high spirit this afternoon, this morning. My first question, ma'am. Yabatech, no doubt, is the cradle of technical education in Nigeria. Would you say for 70 years, has it been able to live up to that status? My second question, how do we make technical education attractive to the younger generation in a way that people will be attracted to go to the Polytechnic? You know what is happening out there, especially with the disparity between HND and BSc. You spoke about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think I want to have a glimpse of the ugly side of it. Can we have one or two? What is it that is so ugly and you spoke so passionately about? Thank you. By the way, I report for Radio Nigeria.
And then please, I want to admonish us that we keep our places to the essence of the essence of this forum, the announcement of the anniversary and the convocation. Even though the questions asked by my colleague are not off track, but at the same time, please let's do that. And if one person has 3 questions, another has 5, another, it means that we won't leave it today. So let's just be brief and concise. God bless you. DK.
Good morning, Rector. My name is Gabriel. I write for the Sunday Scriptures. Rector, under your tenure, the federal government made pronouncement of converting Yabatech to university. One thought that under your leadership, that would have been right. Why at least 3 more countries? If we're here for...
Excuse me, DK, if you want to ask a question, you don't need to personalize anything. On that, you know...
No, please.
I'm not personalizing.
My director. Don't worry. Let him.
Then the second question, okay. You talked about convocation.
I talked about
convocation speech. You didn't tell us figures. How many are you graduating?
Okay, you're right.
The next question, please.
Thank you very much.
Good day, Rector. My name is Oyeniro Akpata. I write for Independence newspaper. I want to congratulate the college. In 70 years, how many graduates has this college produced? I want to know. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other one?
Okay. Those are the questions. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me start with my sister's question. You mentioned that it's more of a valedictory speech. It's not, we are still coming back to have that before graduates that are relevant, not just in this country, but all over the world. Yaba College of Technology is a brand name. There's nowhere you go to, if you mention that institution that was established by colonial masters, they will respect and also acknowledge you. It has happened to me. Just yesterday, one of our staff was invited to China for a conference, and he came back and told me, Director, I'm happy for what is happening. That when he mentioned that he was representing the rector of Yabatech there in China, in fact, they were also impressed, and the presentation he gave was exceptional. In terms of, we are talking about technical education. The impact, we know that for any country to develop, you must recognize the technological aspect. Yabatech is a technical institution, and of course the objective, and one of the objectives, is to produce manpower for the technical manpower for the technological development of this great country. Now, looking at it, Yabatech was the first institution to establish a center for entrepreneurial development. Why? Because you don't have to look for white-collar jobs. There is need for our graduates to be skilled. Let's look out for competency-based education, not just paper qualification. When you are skilled, you can be self-reliant, and you don't need white-collar jobs. So that's why we encourage our students to come out as entrepreneurs. And I can assure you that we have many of them out there that are entrepreneurs. Apart from that, in terms of human capital development, we have so many of them. Anywhere you go to, you will see, you must always an alumnus of Yaba College of Technology, whether in the military, in the industry, in the bank, anywhere. Yabatech is even known when the professional body started, especially in the area of accountancy. ICANN. Before you scale through ICANN, you come through Yaba College of Technology, and it's still there today. In the area of engineering, our old building is there. Shell BP also donated that building to us. It is still standing, even though it is old. You know, because of the age, we have dilapidated structures. But I want to assure you that was why I mentioned that the best is yet to come. Consolidation has to start, because it is not easy going through this. We started this campus, Yabatech was established with about 400 students. But today, we have almost 25,000 on this same small land. But we thank God for Lagos State. We have another campus at Ekpe, and we are moving some of our students, some of the programs to Ekpe campus. So I can tell you that Ekpe campus is another future, is the future of Yaba College of Technology, with many programs that will come up there. Then, of course, you know that the late Vice President Augustus Ihomu passed through this one. Our Baba, the father of Africa, Baba Sojo, passed through this one. There's hardly anybody. I met one Lebanese, very old man. I was coming from Germany, and he said, "You are the rector of Yabatech. Do you know in the 70s, we used to come to Yabatech with Babangida and Co. So Yabatech, we have impacted so much on this, our country, and all over the world. In fact, when the petition started, I got a call from US. Rector, you have to stand up. What is happening to our institution from a foreigner? So you know what it means. Yabatech is not just Yabatech because we're here. The institution started in 1947 and it will continue to exist when we leave the system. Another question you asked is that how do we make technological education attractive to the youth? Yes, we know. We all know that the disparity. We want to appreciate federal government that the area of disparity, they are addressing it. The disparity between BSc and HND, some states have started, and we believe that it's going to go round, and the bill will also be passed. Will be passed. But you see, there's also what is being established now that has been presented. That is what we call National Vocational Qualification Framework. That is what we need in the Polytechnic. You see, for you to remove disparity, in the developed countries, you know, there is this unifying certification. It's about hands on the job, skills, competency-based education. The National Board for Technical Education, they have taken it up, they have started it and established the National Vocational Qualification Certificate. So if you are tested, it has 6 levels. If you are tested, whether you are a PhD holder and you are going for, you want to come up with any, you want to be employed, you want to be employable, you must be able to pass that that particular, you must go through the NVQF for you to be certified. And once you are certified, you are recognized, even more than the PhD graduate. You are certified. That's the main thing. And that's why we now have, we just started the Institute of Petroleum Technology, where we want our graduates to be exposed to latest, the students or whatever, those coming for the training to be exposed to latest technologies, so the cutting edge technologies, so that by the time they go out, they will be able to, they will be employable. Not only employable, they will be employers of labor, they will be entrepreneurs. So it's that skills gap, we are trying to close it. By the time you close the skills gap, the rate of unemployment will reduce. Because look at it, by the time a graduate comes out as an entrepreneur and employed, the graduates employ about another 10. I will not reduce it. If Yabatech is graduating 5,000 students, and each of them we have about 100 graduates employing another 10 graduates, how many are you taking out of the street? We are reducing the rate of unemployment, and at the end of the day, the society will all the resting youths will be, they will be able to get jobs, to train them, whether as artisans. Don't forget, Yabatech started by training artisans. So we must go back and look at that. And of course, in the area of university, yes, why not? My brother mentioned it, that it was a committee was set up there to look at the conversion of Yaba College of Technology and Kadnapo to university status. I think it's ongoing, but I want to, I don't know, this has to do with government, but then I know that if Yabatech is like MIT, I think it's going to be better for us, because Yabatech is a brand name, and you know that it can be degree awarded, which will be dual mode. It can be Polytechnic University, because don't forget, the ND program is going to be a preparatory ground for the degree program. When our graduates finish ND, Go and look out and ask. You will find out that the graduates finishing from Yabatech with ND come out with first class in the universities. Why? Because of that basic training. They have been skilled. They know what to do. They know how to go about it. We are talking about hands on the job. Unfortunately, the industries, if they're there, the polytechnic graduates may even be more relevant because you need them because of the training. So many of them are needed out there, and when I see them, I'm so proud of them. The accountancy students, some of them came up with Yabatechmasscomm. They are doing very well out there. They are also part of this 70th anniversary. And I want to tell you that our students are skilled. They are skilled. And that's what we need in this country. You need graduates that are skilled. We must close the gap between the classroom and the industry. While we are still expecting more industries to come up, we have collaboration with some industries. We are also coming up with having industry within the institution by ensuring that through TED Fund, we are coming up with cutting edge technology, that is all the cutting edge equipment. When we have all that in place, we have some in place. 3 days ago, some people contacted me. They wanted the contact of those that installed the simulator, marine simulator for the college. I'm happy I gave them the contact because, you see, these are things they will go out and see. But when you have it, then the students will understand the technology in the institution, even if the industry is not there. But then we know that we must also come up with alternative power, alternative source of power. So those are things that are ongoing. For all you care, we are here today. Degree awarding can be pronounced anytime. Yabatech is long overdue. But we pray that whatever we're doing, even if it is pronounced, the degree of Yabatech or whether Kaduna Poly is going to be unique because it has to be technology based. Skills, very important. We must close the skills gap, and our ND graduates, HND graduates must always be relevant. Thank you very much. And maybe there's another thing. Is there another one? Okay. Then for the number of graduates, yes, I'm sorry. For HND we have 2,560. ND 6,461. And then over the years, in the last 70 years, we are talking of 9,000. Today, now let's flash back to where we started with 400 students on this same campus. I don't have the exact figure here, but I can assure you that Yaba must have graduated over 50,000 students. The first will continue to be the best. We continue to produce the best. And I want to assure you that I think I've covered everything, so I don't bore you. I want to assure you that more things will come up, and we have more programs coming up too, because we must maintain the 70-30 ratio of National Board for Technical Education. That is 70 technology and 30 of 30 humanities. So we are trying to do, we are doing that. So when we come up with this, we now reduce the other one. We have many programs, and I want to also announce to you that most of all our programs that were accredited about around April scaled through the accreditation, and we are still expecting them to come for more programs. I think when I became rector, we started with how many programs? Less than maybe the acting registrar will have the figure, but the number of programs we have today, it's about we have over 60 something programs, almost 70 programs. So I'm happy that the college is developing, and we are trying to meet up with the challenges out there and to be relevant globally. And of course we are, but we need to come up with that. We need to improve on that because of the age of the institution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rector. We come to the end of the program. We'll come to the end of the program, but we cannot close like that without saying the closing prayer. And I have the privilege to call on the Deputy Rector at me, Dr. Rahim Omobayo, to kindly give us the closing prayer.
Let us pray. Almighty Allah, the most beneficial.
We ought to have had the vote of thanks before the closing prayer. Sorry. The acting registrar, Mr. Olumuyiwa Duati, will give the vote of thanks.
Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen of the press. The assignment of giving the vote of thanks is not going to be a difficult one, because if you listen to the rector's speech, he was full of thanks to all of you. So I want, on behalf of the management, to thank you for your support through the years, right from 8 years ago when we first sat here up till today. I want to enjoin you to please continue to support us through all the programs of the 70th anniversary and the 21st Convocation ceremony. So thank you for coming. I wish you journey message back to your destination. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
I will now turn to the Deputy Rector at me.
Let us pray. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. Almighty Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, we thank you for the good things you've been doing in our lives. We thank you for being with this administration for almost 8 years that our rector has been on that hot seat. We thank you for being with our family. We thank you for being with the management, staff, and students of this great college. We thank you for our visitors today. We thank you for the press men and women who have come here